The lightweight properties and sheer strength of this new generation of plastics help to meet the needs of your growing technology society, making durable and yet portable goods possible, especially for the FEMA camps. Steel, concrete, and other structural materials are becoming more and more obsolete as the variety of polypropylene applications continues to expand. The path of the future will depend on plastics. We don't have any more metals, guys, because God created these certain metals like lead and gold and silver, and they're hoarding all the metals, so we can't really make anything by metal anymore. And what do you think they did with all those metals? Why don't you take a look at the sky and see what's hiding up in the sky, and there's where all your fucking metals have been going. We don't have metal anymore. That's because they're using it. Oh, looking to the future with the continual frying of plastic. We already read that. And let's get some more information here. If you want to contact these people, their email address here is ibarlow, IBARLOW at vantageproducts.com. So you can always go on to vantageproducts.com and check it out. And I will leave you the links, and I'm also going to leave you a couple links to a guy who spotted these going up I-35 to Chicago, or leaving from Mason. He said they were leaving from Mason, Georgia. They're throwing everybody a curveball, right? Everybody knows all about that shit. The Masons, come on, man. We know what the Mason is. So they're hiding the fact that Vantage Products Corporation on 960 Almond Road in Covington, Georgia, about 20 miles east of where these were spotted in Madison, right, are sitting there in groves. Not only that, but they probably moved them off the property and covered them. They're making them in millions, okay, right there in that plant, and they just built a huge ass plant. Just go down there and take a look. You can't miss it. It's right off the edge of the 20 and Route 12 right there as it meets Interstate 20. I'll show you the pictures. I'll give you everything I got. All right. Vantage Products Corporation. They have a website you can go to, West Lawn Installation. It says Gretna, Louisiana. As a cemeterian, you are faced with two critical issues: quality and space. Your customers' demand for protection and peace of mind are higher than ever before, especially if government. And more than ever, the availability of space is becoming a finite resource. Both of the issues ultimately are the key to your bottom line. In reality, what they're saying is there's going to be a lot of dead bodies. That's what they're trying to say. Years of research and development have enabled Vantage to develop superior construction techniques that combine space-age polymer blends with concrete and reinforced steel to create the best lawn crypt systems available. Vantage lawn crypt systems utilize a unique shared wall system which allows up to 27% more crypts in the usable space. There you go. These are bigger ones. They're larger. They're more durable. They're indispensable. You can't even break them. So there's only one company that's making them, and it's Vantage Corporation, guys, right in Covington, Georgia, right down there and across, not very far from where they were actually set. And that was a setup, by the way, the guy with the farm. They were just setting them there until they took them somewhere. That was a setup. That was to throw you guys off. So they're not in Madison, which is 20 miles east. They're in Covington, and they're making them in groves. Vantage Lawn Crypt System utilizes a unique shared wall system which allows up to 20% crypts. Our turnkey systems can also be completely installed in an average of 6 to 8 weeks, roughly 3 times faster than a precast or pour-placed concrete crypts. This gives you more usable space. So, do you remember the crypts that we spotted, the gigantic concrete crypts that were in the YouTube videos? They are making these too. All right, so they're not just making liners, but they're making concrete, or not concrete crypts, but these crypts in place of it with this polymer. So that concrete stuff up there is a mixture of concrete blend with metals and with this polymer plastic. All right, guys, so we know now those crypts are being made by the same company too. It's called West Lawn Installation in Gretna, Louisiana. There you have it. West Lawn Installation, Gretna, Louisiana has the information if you want to contact them. All right, moving on. Let's go. Okay, we got that. There's some pictures here showing you the inside of the corporation and the plan of how they're making these things and how they use these molds and these robotic arms and stuff like that to pull these off and on and to create these coffin sealers. And I have here a photo proof of FEMA coffins being moved northbound on Georgia Highway, possibly to Chicago. Now, where do you get that from? If you're in Elberton, Georgia, right, on 85, how do you get you're going to Chicago? Did the guy have a sign on the back of it that says, I'm heading to Chicago with these coffin liners? I don't think so. This is a fake story. We know they're going to every city, so forget about it. Chicago, yeah, you got them too. It's absolutely true. I blew past a truck doing 82 miles per hour. What's that got to do with it? I'll tell you what it has to do with it. Everything in here is fake. Highway 85 is a 13. 82 is 2H, which is an 811. That 811 is your 88, guys. That is your ox, that is what we live in every day. That is the bullshit that we deal with. It is the symbolism of the ox, right? The circle and the X inside the square. We walk around in 4 squares on this earth, okay? We have 4 squares on this earth. This earth is squared off at all 4 sides, but it's a round circle in the middle, and we are stuck like an Xbox right in that little square, touching each part, and it covers every part of under the firmament, and that's what that means. That's it. And that 811 is important because 822, I believe, is going to be a bad date. It's just getting a bad feeling for that date. Don't quote me on that, but be prepared. I don't like that date 822 because it's starting to look like 322 forward and backwards if you split the 8.5. And I'm getting a lot of symbolism for that date. I don't know what they're saying, so we're just going to be vigilant. May 8th, 2012. Thank you for posting this on the forum. I was the photographer. Oh, thank you. They posted on the forum and he thanked them. But he didn't put his name in here. This picture was taken on Highway 85 northbound 2 miles south of Elberton, Georgia. All right, so yes, they are transporting them. This story is fake. I don't care if they were there or not. They're all going to different cities, and Chicago is part of it. This was just symbolism, the story was. He said on May 8th, he thanked them and said, I was my tail lights were even in the front of the rig's cab. When it occurred to me what they were, I slammed on my brakes to let the rig pass. As I pulled out my BlackBerry in position for the shot, the driver looked on his side view mirror and slammed on his brakes. Yeah, right. Have you ever driven? My cousin, okay? My cousin drives a tractor trailer. You don't slam on the brakes of any tractor trailer. You come to a slow stop. And if you have to slam on the brakes, what happens is the whole back part of the actual trailer will slide out on you. So that probably didn't happen there, all right? The driver looked in his side view mirror and slammed on his brakes. He then banked right to the exit the highway onto an exit ramp towards Elberton. I could not operate the manual transmission, saved the shot, and maneuvered my vehicle to follow. Well, thank you for getting that shot, buddy. But you're probably just full of shit. You know what I mean? All right, guys, I was interrupted there for a sec. Let's go back. All right, so the guy took a picture of it. He was driving 82 miles an hour. It's all symbolism here, so don't let them fool your ass that if you think these are only going to certain places, it's not true. Absolutely not true. They're going to all the FEMA regions that are being affected, and every one of them are going to be affected by this thing. If you think you're living in an area that's not going to be affected by this, even if your area is not destroyed, it'll still be affected by it. So don't get that impression that no one's going to be affected, that some places are going to be safe areas. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care where the safe areas are. They have 800 camps built in this country, and they're manned. Do you understand that? 800 of them. They have guards there already working and guarding the place. Do you understand that? They don't spend money for nothing. This government does not spend money for nothing. You know it. I know it. They don't give anything. They don't give you a damn dime for nothing. Okay? Even when they give people money from other countries to come over here and do business, it's for a reason. It's an agenda to ruin this market. That's all it is. They don't spend money like this for nothing. You need to be concerned, okay? And you need to get ready. Because if you're not ready and you're blowing this off, boy, are you in for a world of hurt. And I mean that. If you don't think this is going to happen, you are absolutely out of your freaking mind. Wow. The places are already manned. There's people at these 800 camps. Do you think they're spending this money and paying people for no reason? Do you think they're producing millions of coffins that hold up to 4 to 5 Americans for no reason? You think this is a damn joke? You think this place doesn't exist? Well, why don't you call them? Because I got their fucking number too. I'm sorry for getting upset, but I have to, because there's a lot of people who are just blowing this shit off, and this shit's coming down the hill quick. 960 Almond Road, Covington, Georgia, 30014, Vantage Products Corporation. They are producing every last one of the coffins in this country for Americans who are going to die by the hand of your own government. Millions of us. 770-788-0136 is the phone number. www.vantageproducts.com. Plant TC supplies, media, agar, PGRs, vessels, biochemicals, and antibiotics. You believe they make antibiotics? Categorized under the wholesale caskets. Our records show is established in 78, incorporated Georgia. Current estimates show the company has an annual revenue of $13,101,456 and employs a staff of approximately 30 people. What? That's a government owned. That's where that money's going. If you work for Vantage Corporation, I'd ask for a raise. If I were you, and I'd take this article with me. Alright, here's locations right here in Madison. I'm going to show you the shot of that. I'm going to show you the shot of Vantage, and I'm going to show you the shot of the farm where they tried to dupe your ass and set these fucking things over there, 30,000 of them. Oh yeah, they were just sitting them there just so they could transport them, but they're being produced by this company, which is nowhere near the fucking spot that they set them. And why would they set them in that spot? Unless they were going to stay there. What the fuck? That's going east. The rest of the cities are basically north and west and south. There's not many big cities east. Okay, you have a couple. Atlanta's even northwest. I don't buy it, guys. I'm not buying it. I'm telling you right now, Vantage Corporation is busted. Busted. There's nothing else to say about this. There's also guillotines being produced, and I have another company that's, I believe, is in this country making paper guillotines, paper spring action guillotines in groves. Let me tell you something. Guillotines, if they're using guillotines, because they're not going to be using the medieval ones, not those. They're using new ones, and they're not going to be ones you lay on either. These are going to be like bale cutters. All right, they're going to cut 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 heads off at once. They're not going to cut one head off at once. So these things are going to be huge machines that are already at the Fema camps. I can guarantee you. That's what these guillotines are. If you know what a guillotine is, it's a paper cutter. But more importantly, before that, it was a head cutter by the Knights of Malta and all the rest of the idiots in the Dark Ages, which the Masons ran the whole damn thing. They created that bullshit then. You don't think they're going to create it now? They got way more resources at their expense. Way more. And people are much more stupid. Much more stupid and dumbed down with the electronic devices in their hands. Much more this nowadays. It was a hell of a lot harder back then to get people to believe the bullshit, but they did it. Because there's no fucking internet back then. But now you have all this shit, so it's easy to dumb your asses down if you're not paying attention. For Chris Archer, the Donnie Darko Show. Happy Father's Day, guys. And this is absolute 100% truth. Okay? Now take that to the bank, guys. And tell them, then take that back to YouTube and tell them to shove it up their ass, alright? Have a good day.